You just watched your 5th ad this week for a Wi-Fi 7 router promising blazing speeds. Now your current setup suddenly feels like ancient garbage. Ever wonder if your internet actually got slower, or if someone's just really good at making you feel left behind? Today I'll explain Wi-Fi 6, 6E, and 7 in simple terms. By the end, you'll understand which upgrade actually matters for your home. You'll know when a new router does absolutely nothing. And you'll learn how to fix slow Wi-Fi without dropping $400 on equipment you don't need. Here's what nobody tells you in those ads about Wi-Fi upgrades. For most people, Wi-Fi speed was never the problem in the first place. Your internet feels slow because your router is sitting in the basement behind 3 concrete walls and a washing machine. It's like trying to have a conversation by yelling through 6 closed doors. Or your ISP is delivering 100 megabits to your house, and you think a fancy router will magically turn that into gigabit speeds. That's like buying a Ferrari and expecting it to go 200 miles per hour in a school zone. The speed limit is still the speed limit. Let's break down what these Wi-Fi versions actually do. Wi-Fi 6, which came out in 2019 and most people already have, is like a highway with multiple lanes that can handle lots of cars at the same time. It's great at managing 20 devices without everything grinding to a halt when your roommate starts streaming while you're on a video call. Wi-Fi 6E, released in 2021, adds a brand new highway nobody else is using yet, the 6 GHz band. Think of it like a secret back road with zero traffic. But here's the catch. It only works if you're close to the router, and most of your devices don't even support it yet. Your iPhone from 2020 or your laptop from 2021 probably doesn't have it. You just paid for a private jet when all your stuff still needs to take the bus. Now Wi-Fi 7 makes those lanes even wider and teaches all the cars to merge smarter. It can handle massive amounts of data moving between devices in your house at the same time. But here's the reality check. This only matters in specific situations, like if you're transferring massive 4K video files between computers in your own home, or you live in a mansion where your bedroom is 3 zip codes away from your router, or you're a competitive gamer who needs every millisecond advantage. But for everyone else watching this video, it's complete overkill. You're buying restaurant-grade equipment when you mostly reheat leftovers. Here's what actually makes your Wi-Fi slow in your house. Your router is in the wrong spot, and the signal can't reach the back bedroom through all those walls. Your neighbor's 47 devices are all competing on the same channel, like 1,000 people trying to talk in the same crowded room. Your router is on the floor behind the couch next to the microwave, which destroys Wi-Fi signals. Or your internet plan itself is slow, and no router in the universe can fix that. It's like complaining your gang hose has no pressure when the city turned your water supply down to a trickle. So here's your decision guide based on your actual life. Apartment or small home with under 10 devices and nobody gaming competitively? Wi-Fi 6 is totally fine, and you don't need an upgrade. Save your money for literally anything else. Large house with dead zones where your bedroom Wi-Fi feels like dial-up from 1997? Don't upgrade your router. Get a mesh system instead. Or run an Ethernet cable to a second access point in the dead zone. It's like putting a second speaker in the room where you can't hear the music. Gamer or work from home with constant video calls where your face freezing mid-sentence makes you look incompetent. Wired Ethernet beats any Wi-Fi standard every single time with no competition. Wi-Fi gives you wireless convenience, but Ethernet gives you reliability. It's the difference between maybe getting there on time and definitely getting there on time. Lots of smart home devices like cameras, lights, speakers, and that robot vacuum you named, Wi-Fi 6 already handles all of that just fine. You don't need the latest standard for light bulbs. But what if you have gigabit internet? 20+ devices, multiple people streaming 4K to different TVs, VR headsets, and smart everything. Okay, now Wi-Fi 6E starts making sense, because you actually need that extra clean highway. Wi-Fi 7 is only worth it if you have money to burn and devices that support it. And you genuinely need that extra performance because you're doing something intensive enough to max out 6E. For 90% of people watching this video, this is complete overkill. Now here's the part that everyone misses. Your router might not even be the bottleneck in the first place. If your internet plan is 100 megabits, if your ISP's modem is from 2012 and looks like it survived a house fire, or if you're using the free router-modem combo they gave you that does both jobs badly, then upgrading to Wi-Fi 7 does absolutely nothing at all. Zero benefit. Do this simple test before you buy anything new. Grab your phone, stand right next to your router, and run a speed test. Write down the number. Now walk to the room where Wi-Fi feels slowest, usually a bedroom or bathroom at the opposite end of your place, and test again. If the speed right next to the router matches what you're paying your ISP for, but tanks in other rooms, it's a coverage problem. Move your router to a central location. Get it off the floor and away from walls and metal objects, or add a mesh node or wired access point in the dead zone. But if the speed is slow even right next to the router, your router isn't the problem. Your internet plan is too slow, or your modem is ancient, or your ISP is throttling you, or there's a problem with the line coming into your house. A new router won't fix any of that. And if you have Ethernet ports in your walls or can run a cable, even just one cable to the far side of your house, a wired connection to a second access point will outperform any wireless upgrade every time. Wired always wins. Always. Here's another thing worth understanding. Most new routers come with better antennas, better processors, and better firmware than whatever dusty thing you've had since 2016 that you've never updated once. So when people upgrade and say, "Wow, my Wi-Fi is so much faster," it's not because Wi-Fi 7 is magic. It's because they went from a dying router held together with hope and dust to anything made in the last 3 years. They also probably moved it to a better spot during setup because the instructions told them to. The reality is this: Wi-Fi 6 is still the right answer for almost everyone. It handles multiple devices well, it's affordable now, and your stuff actually supports it. Wi-Fi 6E makes sense if you have a specific need for that clean 6 GHz band and devices that use it. Wi-Fi 7 is for enthusiasts, early adopters, people with extremely high-end setups, or anyone who just loves having the newest tech because it makes them happy, and that's valid too. But if your Wi-Fi is slow, don't let an ad convince you the solution is spending hundreds on a new router. Test your speed, check your placement, make sure your internet plan isn't the bottleneck. Fix coverage with mesh or Ethernet. Those free or cheap fixes solve most problems. To recap, Wi-Fi 6 is great and handles most homes just fine. Wi-Fi 6E adds a cleaner band that only helps if your devices support it and you're close enough. Wi-Fi 7 adds even more speed and smarter traffic handling that almost nobody actually needs yet. Speed isn't your problem. Coverage, interference, bad placement, or a slow internet plan probably is. Test your speeds in multiple rooms before buying anything. If your router is genuinely the bottleneck after testing, great, upgrade. But most of the time, moving your router or adding a wired access point fixes everything without spending a cent. The ads want you to feel behind. You're not behind. You're just being sold something you don't need. So drop a comment. Have you upgraded your router in the last 2 years? And did it actually fix your problem or just empty your wallet?